That's cool.
Because kind of gets stressful.
I'm so lonely!
You're only slightly lonely. You have us. That's the point.
Have the two of us.
You have the two of us. That's why you agreed to move in.
Oh, it's okay. So I need that arm to start the car, sweetie. This is actually like... Oh, God.
Sorry,
You broke Charlie!
I was gonna break Charlie eventually anyway, so, you know.
Don't know why he just didn't walk up and slap him with the stick at that point anyways. Well, here, I hope you understand.
just walk straight in the apartment, walk straight up to Charlie. Stick at it! I'm a demon, I made this contract, now I've got this going on. Just run with it.
Now
Yeah,
that I'm
that
doing
would have been easier, but you know what? It's so much more fun.
So much more fun this way. Holy crap.
Maybe when she gets home, she'll have that.
We'll see.
Probably a better idea, actually.
I got through this clock.
Inflict Stigmata is a extended action,
Yes, it is.
so it's 1 aether per roll.
Okay.
Your target numbers, their integrity, which is at this point is still 7.
7 successes?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's
Well, but that also means that it's not just 1 aether per roll, it's also a compromise roll every time you activate it.
Excuse me.
I know.
Okay.
Apparently she just broke, so
We can always just find
Well,
some
she just
extra
faced the breaking
circuit
point.
during two.
Run.
She succeeded, so she kept her integrity, but...
yeah, we can
Just yell her time all over the roll out.
It's 3 or
All we have
4.
to do is let her in.
Yeah, let her in the bolt hole, and then we move the door and take her back out of the bolt hole.
No, you just put her in there. She doesn't know.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll be back for you in a while. Dude, time and space really doesn't matter in here.
We can make other breaking points.
It was worth it.
So worth it.
It was worth it. It gave me
Ah, that
some-
scene.
It was worth it.
A great way to illustrate how the demon power packs work.
Day 41.
There's a clock.
Oh, hey! I checked my phone earlier because I also forgot that.
Ready? That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Alright, Charlie breaking point. Well, that's good.
That's it for me.
Jesus Christ, woman.
That should have been an aspiration for you. Break Charlie.
Well, my aspiration is actually stigmatic.
We're making that
Making
closer.
one.
Yeah, actually, I got to take a
Definite
deep
strides on that one.
Like I have one sitting in front of me. Oh, wait. Yeah, definitely. I mean, theoretically, the breaking point would have made it a lot easier to make her stigmatic in the first place. So, even though she succeeded, I certainly count that as taking strides. Yes.
By getting Dr. Photobooth to go investigate the thing, do I succeed in my my condition of thingamajig, of being an attempter? Get someone else to do my dirty work. Sounds exactly like what I'm supposed to be doing. I think it's just someone. It would be the only condition card from the thing that would be ring specific. Because my saboteur has nothing to do with the ring. So
No,
if you want me to use it on the ring, I will gladly do so.
No,
for more
the
needs.
Inquisitor one actually.
The attempter.
Actually, I know the Inquisitor condition actually specifies ring.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, I think it is ring, but hold on.
If you guys want me to start activating my saboteur, because I want beats.
Beats. Beats. And actually, this one kind of talks about your agenda
Oh,
conditions a bit more. Yeah. Tempters.
You guys should play. It's good.
Yeah. So
They did fix a lot of shit.
yes, gain a beat. Roll for your descent.
Oh, sweet. Go, baby.
Yep.
Then we're right into phase 2 of figuring out what's going on there. And, I gotta mess with Dr. Photo Booth melodies and inserted spy. What am I rolling at for that? My cover?
No,
My stuff and thing?
it's stuff and things. Yes. It is stuff and things. It is when you specifically the condition represents favors gained and traded.
Mhm.
It is when you put another degree of separation between yourself and the actual action. So, by
making him my spy.
by convincing him to spy and sending him to someone else to finalize the pact, you fulfilled your condition.
Okay.
Because you're avoiding getting your hands dirty. You're putting another layer of separation in there from you and the action.
Whatever.
By convincing someone else to go and then extract the information from him and bring it back to you. That's worthy of another.
Okay. So then if I were to pass the investigation on to this guy, because he's the investigation guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, now that's teamwork. That's teamwork.
Yep.
Teamwork.
Yep.
See, we had
Which is also why I've been following you, in case any chance of investigation comes up on anything else. Also to make sure the spirits have stopped. If the spirits have stopped.
Well, that's the. I had to,
Um,
I had to burn a
what are you
couple
changing,
to try to
Shane?
I'm taking 2 of mine.
The
Because
top down.
these are like taking forever. So I'm gonna find a new.
Like literally.
I thought that already was one.
Door with the generator on it, like outside was pitch black.
Okay, well, what was one of the ones that you changed then? Because I totally thought that finding a new home was a step on your aspiration.
Start a new media backup. You create a new branch of power over a supernatural.
Okay.
And establish a branch of supernatural and finish running.
Okay.
So I'm
So what are you erasing?
gonna erase movie and supernatural. Actually, I think I'm going to erase backup because I don't know which one I want to change. I erased the bottom two because
Could you
Alright.
can you break Mecha down into smaller short-term goals? Because I also have this problem with aspirations, and it started off with Exalted, as I would make, this is where I want to be at the end of the game session, and I forgot that I need to build little tiny baby steps
Yeah.
to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it might be like establish a studio.
Oh, intelligence plus wits.
yeah. I think that what I'm going to do is write these down and revisit them in smaller steps.
You get
That's
plus
better.
2. No, you get plus 2 from following your agenda. What did you say one more time? I'm sorry.
I want to scrap and then break them down in smaller steps.
Okay. I'm like, that's totally fine. 3 successes. You get to ask the next question
Which is the first one.
for the next key, correct? You have not gained any embeds?
This is my first one. And I have not gained any new embeds except for the arrow.
Okay, then the answer to your first question is no.
No.
Do not know your next key.
If that's dumb. I was gonna say if I happen to purchase soon and didn't know it. That would be dumb.
That's fine. I mean, like, it's. This is why, like, it's perfectly feasible to not buy embeds until you're discovering what they are for your key. But the game kind of presupposes that you're buying embeds along the way.
No.
Otherwise, you have this useless
Once
question
I
that you have
build
to
up
burn
the
through.
experience point for you.
Exactly.
So, what's the new thing we're investigating? Mental health.
Mental Health Dependence Anonymous. MHTA. Next in the bottom.
So, new home, investigate MHDA,
I'm gonna establish a studio.
yeah, I think I'm on my way to doing that pretty well.
But it should be easy for you to go with that story.
They don't have to be hard. I can't tell you how many times I started the vampire game thinking, what am I accomplishing this game session? Done. That's my aspiration.
Yeah. I keep thinking that's why, like, my big problem is I keep thinking too long term.
So, new home should be completed by the end.
Maybe not the end of tonight, because we're already, like, halfway through, but yes. Oh, no, you're right, yes. It's a feasible short-term goal to finish at the end of tonight.
So, are we going on my tour now?
What was the third game session or third aspiration?
Establish Show Studio.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually hear you say that you had chosen that one. Yes, as soon as they're all done. As soon as the boys are done in the bathroom. Yeah, but no, you need to use the bathroom.
So for phase 2, now that I've inserted Dr. Photo Booth,
Well, not yet.
now that hopefully
Phase
Dr.
2
Photo
means
Booth will be
Inserted.
inserted.
Yes.
So this will be playing for the becomes implemented narratively wise.
Yes, very well.
Is I wish to essentially the base part of this plan is I'm going to be using Vivian, my new counterpart. My embed of I'm attached to someone.
Associate and integrate?
Associate and integrate. I want to associate and integrate myself with one of the patients that has had a bad experience with the group, and I'm going to go in and raise a huge stink
About what?
about whatever I feel like.
Oh,
The
okay,
idea is not to the idea that I'm pushing for is after Dr. Photo Booth is inserted, that I will go in and stir up the bee's nest, poke whatever bears I can, and make it a little bit more chaotic so that if there is something going on, Dr. Photo Booth will have a better chance of noticing it inadvertently or not, so that when we brain rape him later, we can get the information out. Does that make sense? I want to try to do.
Yes.
Okay. That is my goal. If I need to do baby steps to get there, no.
I
But
feel
that
like
is the plan for phase 2.
I feel like a more elegant plan would be to create a situation for Dr. Photo Booth to solve
Yes,
and curry favor.
but that is not part of my agenda.
Sure it is.
It is part of my tempter agenda.
No, it's part of your saboteur agenda as well. You have to create a problem.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
To have
Because the way
Dr.
I see
Photo
it,
Booth
what I
solve.
see is the problem is I'm going to bring in. The idea is that if there is a patient that has had a bad experience within the group, like I'm bringing direct stink to this group is doing bad stuff. It can be imagined. I don't need it to be real.
Okay.
I just want to cause chaos within the medical health dependency, whatever. Mental health
dependency.
Anonymous. So that the people that are already there will be stressed out and might let things slip in front of Dr. Photo Booth, who is my agent, who I will extract information from.
But okay, so the supposition that you're missing is that MHDA is a front for a cult.
Yes.
Dr. Photo Booth is becoming a doctor.
Yes.
That does not guarantee him entry into the cult.
No.
He needs to do something to gain their attention.
The thing is,
So,
okay. So
create
I
a
get it.
problem that Dr. Photo Booth can solve to
Okay.
best gain favor
So
with
then,
the cult.
so then, phase 3.
Because the problem being, phase 2, if you raise a stink about MHDA, it's going to bring other people's attention to it.
It's like a single player campaign, if you will.
So, I'm like, that's why you can do this, but I don't think this is going to accomplish what you want.
Well, you wouldn't
Can I do it and gear it towards Dr. Photo Booth solving the problem?
Yeah.
Then I will work on engineering that.
No problem for Dr. Photo Booth to solve.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would still
That's
like
totally easy.
to raise stink.
Yes, I was like, I mean, like, just if you're gonna raise a smear campaign, it's gonna.
I'm not raising a spear command. I like literally like want to go. Like I'm not talking about like getting the media out in front of it.
Oh,
Type of raising a stink.
Oh.
I'm talking about raising an internal stink.
oh, I see. Alright.
Yes, like that one without a fan. Like
Oh, very
going in and disabling their bathroom fan and then taking a big top decker.
I see.
Is
Okay.
the type of stink that I'm
Yes.
looking at.
Yes.
Not I brought the media here because you guys are mistreating these already mistreated people. It's more of
That's kind of where I went because that's kind of what it sounded like. I'm
Okay,
like, this
I'm
is
sorry, I'm sorry.
not what you
let's
want to do.
scale it down.
All right, cool.
I want to stir the honey nest, not the bee farm.
I see. Apt metaphors.
Yes.
Apt metaphors.
So that would be my second goal for when the limelight gets over here. I just want to let you know.
Whereas if you
Thank
do
you.
want to bring the media involved, we can only bring a bear to this
Well, yeah, like
thing.
if they appear to be a problem, then yes, we can bring a lot of more attention and destruction to them, right? Then, well, as far as this sounds, does this sound like a good plan for? This is my own personal character's plan on how to make the asset that we just inserted. I'm trying to make him valuable.
Yes.
I'm trying to assist our asset on getting it.
Yes.
Sure, we get more ether from console that way.
Will we?
No, I think we'll just finally be fulfilling the contract for the ether that we got paid for already, if I remember correctly.
No.
Not
She has to get her battery for this job still.
Yep.
Oh, we're supposed to run off without payment?
Yep. Because the rest of you have completed your payment.
I have not.
God damn it.
Correct.
No, you haven't. We're getting your pay.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting you paid.
That's what we said.
Alright.
Oh, I thought you were.
His finger pointing was vague, though I'm at a bad angle to see which one of these particularly playing out.
Trina's always trying to steal this.
Probably.
Not
I
wrong.
think she's pretty successful though.
You know?
I am.
Kind of like she swindled you into a marriage so that she could have half your things.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you go with the altar.